Yo, what's up guys? It's Yellowfin and the update is finally here. It has finally arrived to the game, and as you can see I've got 1.5 million cash saved up and then gold, but the gold amount doesn't really matter because it's going to go up when the carbon fiber offers drop. But that's going to be Wednesday's video, I believe. Yep, that's going to be Wednesday's video, so definitely hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for that. Also, I'm going to be opening the carbon fiber packs on my Discord server, so if you would like to join for that, definitely join my Discord server, link in the description. But enough with the stealth promo, let's check out this update. So first of all, I want to see how many, oh, hello Mazda Ferrari. Alright, RQ93, that is my 5th best car in my garage now, is my Mazda Ferrari with 3.197. That's actually insanely good stats. Like, that's better than my Continental GT3. And that Continental GT3 I thought was probably like one of the better cars in my garage. But let's check it out. So I pulled, no, it's this car. I pulled the Nissan GTR when JPT dropped, which was 347 days ago. So 347 days ago was when JPT dropped. That was a long time, but the update is finally here. So let's just check out the garage real quick. Yeah, my Porsche dropped down to RQ84, and then I've got 2 bananas now, legendaries, and the Evo 10, which is also a legendary. So that's pretty interesting. Also, my Bentley did get 1 better handling, so that might help it a bit. And the Audi TT also got a bit of handling too. And then there are also those resource point things too, or whatever they are, the tokens. But my garage definitely has changed quite a lot. And I did already look at the update previously, and I maxed out my Lamborghini Gallardo Valentino Balboni. So it is now maxed out. It dropped down to legendary. It dropped from legendary to epic, so I maxed it out instantly. Because it is honestly a great car. It's just not that great when you want to max it out as an RQ80 legendary. But yeah, the garage has changed quite a bit, especially with all the off-roaders that are now randomly just thrown about, and just all the random cars in general, like the Lotus. The Lotus dropped a lot. I'm not sure if I'm going to fuse it or not, but I do know I am fusing this guy, so I'll unlock him. He's got no MRA anymore, and I do already have the other roof, yeah, the 3800S. So I'll keep him locked for now, actually, but I'll probably will be fusing it away because it's honestly not that great anymore. It used to have like 90 MRA, now it's just kind of a lacking German car. And then, yeah, but there's a lot of interesting changes with the garage, that's for sure. And this thing, which moved up to epic, don't really know why, but this thing I bet it's going to be a beast. I'll probably max this out with my tokens. I'm kind of debating on what I should max out and shouldn't max out. I was definitely going to max out the Valentino Balboni, though. I did know that. And yeah, the garage has definitely changed. What was it? But then also the thing is with these, the BMW M5 and my Chrysler Firepower, and these 2 Lotus Elise Cup 250s, as you can see, I actually have them unlocked. And now, it might be a smart decision, it might be a dumb decision. I'm also fusing away my Peugeot 36 Maxi. And the reason I'm fusing them all away is because I can fuse them away into a legendary. Now, let's just choose a random legendary. Now, I'm going to put them into a new update legendary whenever I hopefully get one. See, also the G35S as well. And the reason I'm doing that is even though all 5 of those are insanely good cars now, I have the ability to fuse them away as an epic, so really I'm going to. If you have them though, and or you pull them from a pack, definitely don't fuse them away. They're insanely good cars, and I probably would max them out instantly. If it wasn't that, I'll probably just pull them again sometime later after grinding some clubs and opening some ceramics and stuff and just getting lucky. And I don't think missing out on an ultra rare that is really good, it might just cause me to miss out on some ceramic packs or something. So I'll just wait till I pull it again. Plus, I could just fuse it away into a legendary, and then that'll be very nice. But yeah, I already did use a lot of my tokens. I also had, like you can see, I have 149 ultra rare tokens, so I just 1-starred every ultra rare I have. So now all the ultra rares I have just can be fused. They're all 1-starred, and I still have 100 leftover tokens, which is kind of funny. Don't really know what to do with those. But that's enough talking about that. Also, I did get 2 new cars from the update. I've got 2 right now. They're currently fusing. The Audi 200 Quattro, which was the first car I got from the new update. It's already at 313. And I pulled this from the aluminum, which I was very happy about because it was going to be in tomorrow's video on my top 15 most wanted cars from the new update. But they aren't, I didn't put it on the list. I put a different car instead. But now let's go and check out the new brands because there is a lot of new brands and just new cars in general. First of all, AC. And I wasn't sure if they were going to include the Cobras because you never really know with top drives. They released a Ford Update American Frontier and didn't include very many high-end Ford F-150s. They included 1 Raptor, but they definitely went overboard with the AC Cobras, which I am very happy about. There's this one too, and then the super rare one as well. Then this one, which is similar looking to an AC Cobra. Don't really know much about the brand AC, so can't really put too much input into it. But this one, I bet, is going to be a beast. That's going to be an insanely good epic. 3.20 to 60 on it. That's going to be crazy good. But any of these legendaries too, I'd be very happy. I'd be happy with any new update legendaries. So actually, let's look at that first. Let's look at the new update legendaries and see 63. Yeah, this update is rather top-end heavy, but there is also a lot of nice lower tier stuff as well, so it does kind of balance out, unlike European Revolution. They did actually a pretty good job with this update. So there are the prize cars and stuff, the usual, like this 98 RQ Mercedes. That's a cool one as well. But really, let's look at the non-prize car legendaries first. Non-prize cars, because these are the ones that we can pull. Obviously, Hennessey Venom GT, that's on my wish list for obvious reasons. That's an amazing car. Love to get it. It's an American car, so that's obviously going to be on my wish list immediately. But there is a lot of cool, exciting legendaries that I'd definitely be happy about. And like I said, any of these legendaries that if I pull them, I'm going to be dropping, I've got 9 epics to drop into a legendary. So whatever one I get, if I don't pull 2, and then I'll put the fuses in, obviously, into the better one. But if I don't get a better one, is this medium? Ooh, it is. That's actually pretty cool as well. If I don't get a better legendary and I only get 1, I'm just dropping all the fuses into that. Except for maybe if it's this guy, I might not max out the Audi TT RS. But maybe I will. If it comes down to a final and it's for a car I really like, then I'll drop the fuses into the Audi TT. We've got the token system now, so if it drops down to an epic, then I'll be fine. But now let's go back to looking at the brands. So we've got Arash as well. Arash, not really sure how to pronounce it, but yeah, these are these cars. The only one I recognize is the Arash LM. Don't really know any of these other ones. This one has a different name, the Farboud GTS, but all of which are pretty cool, just interesting high-end cars, which this update makes sense for them to just drop all these random high-end brands to, because it is just kind of a cluster. But then they did good jobs adding new brands with a solid amount of cars, like AC. 20 is a good amount of cars for their first update being included, especially for a brand that doesn't have very many cars as well. And then just to throw in random other brands with more just random supercar brands. If the thing with European Revolution is it kind of just threw in brands, but then didn't really increase cars and other brands. Like they did Volvo, but that was kind of it. This time they did a great job with adding a bunch to other brands as well. Like Audi's up to 94, which is just awesome. So yeah, there's 2 new Audi R8s that I'd definitely be happy with getting. My Audi R8's still the worst one for legendary wise, but there is this one which I'm totally really want to get as well. It's on the wish list too. And then the Audi R8 all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, but they made it a prize car, so that's kind of wah. But there are also a lot of cool epics as well, and some ultra rares, a lot of ultra rare Audis too. That's an epic, but there is a lot of variety. So it'll be interesting to see which one of these cars are actually like super good. It does seem a lot like a Subaru situation, where we'll have to see which ones actually have good MRA. But there are some ones with standard tires as well too, which is pretty interesting. Plus these Audi TTs, I bet, are going to be very useful. 4-wheel drive, and they're low, so they are super rare then. So those will be definitely interesting to see how well they are. And yeah, were there any new Audi prize cars? Oh, this one, yep. The Audi Auto Union. This thing is going to be a beast. 269 top speed from the 30s. 5.0 0 to 60 and 70 handling isn't that great, but lightweight and that 269 top speed for an epic, that blows the Yellowbird out of the water. So it'll be interesting to see how well it compares on Testful. And so yeah, that's it for looking at Audi. Then we move on to Bristol, which is also a pretty cool one as well. The top 3 cars all look like they've got the same picture. No, wait, actually, they all are different, though. I did think earlier that these 2 were the same picture, but nope, not that one. These 2. But this one has a black top on the back, so nope, they're not the same car. But Bristol's a pretty interesting one as well. It just adds a bit of random extra variety. It's kind of like old TVR. Not with new TVR, how there's a bit more variety to it, but it's kind of like old TVR. We've got a pretty solid-looking epic, and then a interesting-looking ultra rare as well, plus 1 prize car, too, which is nice. And then some interesting looking low tier cars. These 2 commons might actually be really good for clubs. And then some run-of-the-mill random rares that are just kind of cool to collect. Next up, then, we are going to have De Tomaso, which was an interesting one as well. This was just kind of random. They just kind of threw De Tomaso into this update as well, which I don't mind because it just added some more random cars to collect, like the Pampero. It's got 81 handling stock, which is actually could be like really useful. 81 handling stock on a rare, that'll bring it up to 90, I'd say. Probably 90, maybe 89, depending on how well it upgrades. And the De Tomaso Dueval concept, that's an interesting one too. De Tomaso Pantera Group 4, that's a cool one, and the P72 as well. So there's a lot of interesting cars there too. DMC, sadly, they made the DeLorean a prize car, so hopefully they release it soon so I could get it. But I would have liked to have like 5 DeLoreans, but maybe they'll do like a collection event or something where we could just get as many DeLoreans as we want. Highly doubt it though. Eagle's an interesting one as well. They only added 5, but at least they added it, so it's in the game. Eagle's in the game now, which is cool. They did add a prize car too. Kind of interesting that they made this car a prize car. But they did say every brand does need to have a prize car, so, I mean, it's the one that makes the most sense out of all these cars. So those will be pretty cool to keep. I'll probably just keep all 4 of the non-prize car ones, and eventually I'll get the 5th one. Ford as well got an update too. The Ford RS200 Group B rally cars here. And then a lot of other interesting cars as well. Just a lot of random Fords. Definitely some that I'd be very happy keeping, like the Ranger Raptor down there. Fiesta ST is a cool one as well. My screen froze, but that's okay. 6484, 6383. So it'll be interesting to see how well the Fiesta ST compares to the others. And then the Escort Rally specs moved up to Super Rare. This is an interesting one looking too, the Ford S-Max, the Ford S-Max. So that's pretty funny. I'm not sure if that was intended or if that was just an error. And then just a lot of different random lower tier cars as well, like the Ford Capri Piranha, which is from South Africa, if I remember correctly. And then also the Ford Capri Tickford Turbo. So definitely some random interesting cars that was added to Ford as well. Also the Transit SSV. Would have been kind of cool if they added the Ford Supervan, but oh well, they did give us a lot more Fords. And I've got some more commons to collect, so that's a good thing. And then let's look at Geo now. Geo has 8 cars, but it's not too bad. This car doesn't have any blur, so not sure if that was intended, but that's kind of funny. And then the Geo Tracker. So these are just 8 other cars that I just randomly collect. Nothing too exciting from Geo, but it's just another brand added to the game, so I'm totally happy with that. More cars, the better. That's the same thing with my custom updates. The more cars we can get into it, the better, and more longer the video will be, which makes it better. Then we got the Hennessey Venom GT, GT Spider, and the Venom F5, all of which are going to be very useful cars. I bet really want the Hennessey Venom GT. I would be so happy if I pulled that. Hummer as well got a bit of an upgrade, which is pretty cool. This is interesting because it's a rear-wheel drive, the H3 Dakar, and then the H3T Concept might actually be a pretty useful one to get as well. Definitely the best Hummer out of all of them. HX Concept also has rear-wheel drive too, so that'll be interesting to see how well it performs. H3T Alpha, which I'm pretty sure these are the same car, but I mean, I don't see any differences with them. I'm pretty sure this car is the H3T Alpha as well, because I made this car using a wheels age picture, and this is the H3T Alpha too. So yeah, they're both from 09 as well, so that's pretty interesting. But hey, we have a non-prize version of the H3T. Don't really know why it's 2 less RQ as well, but oh well. H1 Alpha Wagon though, that's a dope looking car, and then the H1 Hardtop too. And then we have the next brand, which is Koenigsegg. They threw in the CCGT. So why not? That's cool. The Koenigsegg CCGT is a cool car. So yeah, that's nice. Wait, that's new as well. I didn't even, I was checking KDM because I was trying to see if the EXPO RR went to Legendary, because I thought someone said that later that I saw. But no, EXPO GTX, where did that come from? Okay, well that's cool, totally, alright. Then what else do we have? Lotus. We've got some new Lotus, especially the Lotus Evija. That's an interesting one. Prize car, so we'll have to see how well it performs. The Exige Cup 430, yep, all these. Oh, the GT4 actually didn't go down in rarity, but we've only got 2 legendary Lotus now. All the rest drop down in rarity. They have no MRA anymore. But that's cool. Amira is a cool one. Definitely cool. Happy to see that in the game. I need to stop saying the same adjectives. But yeah, there is definitely a lot of fun and interesting cars added to this new update. So that's Lotus. And then we've also got, what else do we have? Mercedes. Definitely happy with Mercedes being added to the game. One thing that I am very happy about is the E55 AMG is now an ultra rare. So I've got better chances to collect it. So that will be very nice and will make me happy. There we go. I'm using some new adjectives. GT 4-door coupe as well added to the game. Same with the GTR. And some nice looking prize cars like the AMG GT4, 105 handling for a RQ80. That's actually pretty solid if you maxed it out at 233. And the CLK GTR also been added to the game. GLS 63 doesn't look too bad either. Oh yeah, and here's the GLE 63S, which they made legendary in the new update. AMG GT, are there any? Oh yeah, well there's the new other cars which they dropped down to Epic. So AMG GT isn't the best out of all of them, but still, it's not too bad. Ooh, that's a cool one too, the E400. Yeah, I still really haven't looked at many of these cars, but there's a lot of really cool ones. S63 Cabriolet is a nice one as well. Then we've got any new McLarens. Now I'm just kind of interested if there's any random other cars and other brands. Mini, I do want to just say one thing. My JCW All-4 Countryman went to Epic, which is pretty funny. Then we've got Oldsmobile, or actually let's check Mitsubishi too, because these guys are all legendaries now as well. Yep, they're all legendaries, so that's cool. Evo 4 moved up in front of the... Now, why did that happen? Why is the Evo 4 in front of the Evo 10? And that's 5281, 5886. Alright, that's a tiny bit understandable, but not much for 3RQ. But I don't know why the Evo 4 is in front of the Evo 10. Then we've got Oldsmobile, which I'm also happy with, because it's just fun American brand. I'll definitely be keeping all 30 of these cars. The highest car is the Oldsmobile Bravado, which is the prize car, which is a funny one they chose to make the prize car. I probably would have picked one of these older muscle cars or something, but hey, they made the SUV a prize car. Don't know if it's been in any movies or something worthy of making a prize car, or if they just needed to pick one to be the prize car. But I'll definitely be keeping all these Oldsmobiles as well as I collect them, just to increase the American collection, and it's just pretty fun. And then we've got, what else has been added? Porsche. Porsche got a big upgrade as well. Definitely happy to see that. There's a lot of nice looking cars. Panamera, another Panamera, a better Panamera than the Panamera Turbo. So that's pretty cool. How well is this Cayenne compared to mine? Oh, a better Cayenne as well. Another better Cayenne too. My Cayenne, I have two of them, is no longer the dominant Porsche Cayenne. And then there's also this one too, the Cayenne Turbo GT, which, of course, in Hutch fashion, they gave it performance tires, but hey, I don't mind. Or no, not performance tires, all surface tires, which, hey, I don't mind. That's going to be an insanely good beast of a legendary. Then the Macon GTS as well. Oh, better than the other Macon. The other Macon got nerfed, though. That was better than my Cayenne. And then there's also the Taken and just a bunch of other really cool cars, too. 911 Carrera 4. Lots of interesting ones. There is one that I thought was pretty cool. Oh, haven't seen that one yet. 3.890. That's nice. What happened to the green Porsche? Green Porsche is down here, 4.090. Yeah, there's a lot of better Porsche on the scene now. This car I made a custom card with this picture a while ago, and it was about the same placement as this photo that they use. It's not the best photo to use for a custom card, or just a card in general. The car is placed way down there. But there is also a lot of just very nice Porsche as well to collect. That's moved down to 61, interesting. Yeah, and that guy's 62 now. That one's 64, so that would be a cool one. I'd be happy to get that one. I used to have it when it was Epic. I wanted to keep it, but I had to fuse it away, because really it's not that good of a car anyway. Then we have Rezvani, which is also an interesting one as well. It's just got some random US cars in it, and then 3 prize cars too. The Rezvani Beast and the Rezvani Tank. Might be an interesting one to have since the Colorado jumped up in RQ. Rimac also got 2 new prize cars, the Concept S and the E-Runner Concept 1. Definitely would be some interesting prize cars to get, especially since Hutch was running out of prize cars. Saline, S7 Twin Turbo is a prize car, but the S5S Raptor and the S7 are not. And then also the S1, which will probably be a very good Epic to have. RQ79 with 3.590. That's going to be a strong one. Saturn, which I'm very happy about because I really just love the brand Saturn for some reason. Not really sure why, but there's some nice ones in it as well. Definitely just more random American cars that I'll be collecting all of them for. Then we have any more Ultima, 8 cars, all British cars. Definitely some interesting ones to collect as well. Probably some slalom beasts, I bet, similar to the Hayabusa, or however it's pronounced. But yeah, definitely some interesting ones there too. W Motors, it's got the Fenrir Hypersport, or Super Sport, yeah, and then the Lincoln Hypersport, both of which are going to be very nice cars to get. Lincoln is also a non-prize car, so that'll be interesting to see if anyone pulls it. And then Xenos as well has got some good ones. The new 340R with the Xenos E10, E10S as well is going to be a pretty solid car, I bet. Yep, 725, that's going to be like a Caterham. And then the E10R as well, RQ80, but doesn't look too bad with its stats. So yeah, definitely excited to open up some packs with this update and just play around in this update in general. And I'm just very excited to see the content that comes forth. So let's just drop another fuse into one of my cars that I bet finished fusing. Yep, my Audi is done. So let's drop some upgrades into him and max him out. And that's going to be it for this video. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, subscribe, join the Discord server down below. I'm Yellowfin. Definitely stay tuned for some new update content because there's going to be a lot. And thanks for watching.